Hi, I'm Robert. Welcome to my channel. This is a reading from my latest book, My Nineveh, The Cross Between Psychedelics and the Church. It is available now on Amazon. If you want to support my work, please like and subscribe, and consider purchasing a copy from the link in the description below. Chapter 12, Agent and Arena. Attempts to understand reality often include simplification down to the least number of possible assumptions. This is called unifying, and the search of many scientists the world round is for a grand unified theory. That is, a single theory about reality that can explain it from the least number of assumptions. We must allow a single miracle, a single unexplainable, from which all the rest can be explained. This is true of both the physical materialist as well as the spiritualist or idealist. The key to bootstrap all parts of reality from one single assumption. Both physical reality and inner consciousness experience must be explained by the single uncaused cause. Non-dualism is that theory, in its name literally meaning not two. The one assumption is the existence of consciousness itself, which is not much of an assumption because that is how we experience the world. However, its properties are somewhat different from how most people think of consciousness. When most of us think of consciousness, we think about our own subjective experience. It seems to have two limits, the first being what it feels like inside our body. This is where we experience sensation and the inner life of thoughts and emotions. The second is the limit of our perception, which changes based on where we happen to be and what other events are taking place around us. For example, right now I'm aware of my computer desk area and some sounds coming from a living room that I'm largely unaware of, and light streaming in from the outside. However, I have no direct experience of cars or birds or anything else at the moment, but it is possible I'll hear noise indicating their existence again soon. If I stand outside on a clear night, that second bubble extends to the stars and planets and other stellar objects. These two bubbles create our lives. We are an agent in an arena. Our whole lives are defined by the interplay of these. If something doesn't penetrate the outer bubble, then I cannot be aware of it and it does not exist. When I become aware of it, then it exists for me. The second bubble is my identification as me, and it loosely follows the contours of my skin. Outside that bubble is not me, and inside the bubble is me. Various orifices and processes mediate the transfer of objects from not me to me and back again. Beyond that, our conception of consciousness is that it's always tied to biological bodies. We infer that other people, and even other creatures, have inner conscious experiences much like our own. And the realization of death cements the idea that consciousness and biology are linked. The non-dual understanding is that all of this, both the inner and the outer, the agent and the arena, are one. There is no tree falling in the forest, the arena, without someone hearing it, the agent. And the inner conscious experience of both the tree and the agent are linked to the same singular conscious substrate. In short, the sum total of all consciousness in existence is one, and that one is all that truly exists. Every modulation is an illusion in comparison. The two bubbles of our lives are both experienced by the singular consciousness, and the separation of the two is an illusion. This is caused in large part because sensation is seemingly only triggered by things directly impacting our bodies. The feather run across my hand has a richer set of sensations than the feather run across the table next to my hand. However, even here, our consciousness is primed to blur the lines between me and not me. Experiments like the rubber hand experiment, or excursions into the realm of virtual reality, and even phenomena like phantom limbs, show that consciousness can and does readily identify with physical reality outside the body. This ability to be hypnotized and fully immersed by content is another property of consciousness. This is why we can have emotional reactions to movies, even animations that are obviously not real. We get sucked into the drama of the play before us and can be overwhelmed by the content to the point where we forget about real life. Likewise, real life is that too, a temporary forgetting of existence as spirit, pure consciousness, and full immersion into the human experience.